When we last left off in the world of Tungra, Lunarion and Gog, now named victorious friends of Westworld and Greater Malden, after liberating the swamps of Mystistrix and ridding them of the goblin menace, though not through blood, but politics and diplomacy, won this day. By willing over the goblins by a bit of force, if you will, the party was able to convince them to travel back to Luda's Bay under the banner of the Golden Leviathan, where one of the rangers, Sprocket, would be the captain and lead them back to a city more friendly to their kind. Now, while the people of Westworld look to the future with this action and with thoughts of perhaps soon or later on a retaliation would come, they still found solace in the fact that once and for all there were no more goblins in the swamps, and their trade routes and their boats and their families would no longer be attacked in that area. And so the party made their way and were introduced to the crew of their new vessel. First, Captain Velnos Moldov, captain of the Sapphire Reign. And with them, they were also granted a ward of Westworld, Prince Gareth Griffinweld, the third brother of King Griff, who would be a steward and a ward for the party to learn the ways of battle and bravery. And as the party set off with their new items in tow and their gifts, after being introduced to each member of the crew of the Sapphire Reign, you find yourself both taken to your rooms. The lower deck of the Reign were in the very back, right underneath the captain's suite where Velnos' room is. You walk into an open foyer area, a common room, if you will, with tables, drinks, a small water basin that you can store food in, as well as some storage areas for different materials and items. And on the far wall, there are two individual doors that lead to both of your individual suites. As you step into this wooden, cozy deck of the ship, you can hear the groaning of the boat outside of you and the splash of the water. You guys been on the sea for some time, so you're used to the sway, and it is not affecting you at this point. You are we're very well kept on the open oceans. And as Cthulhu takes you down to the common room, he says, "All right, now if you need anything, boss, just let us know. Make yourselves comfortable. We'll be upstairs sailing this boat. Till the end we go."
Till the end we go. Quickly, please.
Yes, of course. Well, it is a far journey. Captain Velnos is the best captain of these lands. He knows the archipelago like anyone else, really like the back of his fins. It's about a week's journey there.
A week.
We'll make a few stops just for refueling and gathering up the materials, and perhaps if you want to do a bit of trailing on some of the islands there, but for the most part, it'll be sailing on the seas.
Will we be passing the Arcanum there?
Oh, the Arcanum. Well, sir, that's back in Westworld. I can tell Captain Velnos if you want him to turn the ship back, I can go back upstairs and we'll let him know right away.
No, that's fine. Depending on how our trip to Leander goes, we may need to spin around to the Arcanum, but I don't think so.
Oh!
We should make it to Leander post-haste.
I almost forgot.
Yes.
James Vale, he said he left something for both of you. A gift in your common rooms. Well, sorry, in your individual suites.
No beard. Let's go look at the rest of our gifts, I suppose.
Yeah, I wonder what they got us.
Probably something else unnecessary.
All right, as
guess
you
we'll
guys,
see.
oh, sorry, go ahead.
Come on.
As we walk towards our rooms.
Which room do you go to first?
I go to the room on the left.
Okay. As you open the room on the left, inside is a tiny scroll that is wrapped up in twine.
More scrolls, more notes, more letters.
That's the gift.
That's the gift. As I approach it, not too slowly. I approach it swiftly, kind of. Want to get to it quickly. Open it up.
All right. As you open it up, a little note falls out, and it says, "To Lunarion, I wanted to give you a gift as well for myself." Signed, High Mage Valen. And as you look at it, you turn the note over, and it says some instructions on it. And it says, "I want to apologize for your friend, the young Leander. Although we could not do anything about his condition at the time, here is a gift for me. I was able to procure this during this feast. It took me a while to make it, so don't waste it." And he has gifted you a scroll of Revivify.
It would be amazing if he could have given us this while we still had Talani's body. But I suppose we'll be grateful. Anyway, I appreciate it, High Mage Valen. What did he leave you, No Beard?
I don't know. We gotta go to the next room, right?
Yes.
I was talking to him, but that works too. All right, let's go.
As you guys enter the next room, on the bed is what appears to be a much larger scroll wound up in other scrolls. You see there are like a set of scrolls there.
How many?
1 second.
I mean, you could just open up the other half, and I'll open up half of this. A set.
It's fine. These are your gifts. Please open them up individually. One by one. Until you're done. But it does irk me a bit to know that you have more gifts than I do. I wonder if he just has more favor for you.
Well, I did do more work than you did.
More work. Is there blood on your hands? Whose
Lunarion,
blood did you spill?
Nobody's seen you do anything. You were in darkness.
But they know. Whose name was it? Were they chanting in those halls? Lunarion, Lunarion. It's like music to my ears.
Oh,
You were
man.
the majestic
You're one of
sidekick.
Oh, I'm the sidekick, huh?
Just let me soak it all in, please. I've never had such cheers and chants.
Let's not forget the giant. You know what? It doesn't matter. Just know it comes from my ring, my hand.
Sure, yeah, the giant that you last tried to kill us with, if I do remember.
I don't remember that actually. That must be one of the memories that got lost when I went to a different plane.
Yeah, sure. I'm just pleased that in the present you seem to have become more proficient with the giants. So, anywho, let's open up your gifts, shall we?
As I open up the gifts whenever the DM is ready.
All right, it is a scroll that says the Great Cleansing. It is a book that talks about the Great Cleansing War and the Ascension of Daemon, all of the different watch points with information on all of them as well.
Oh, yay. More things to read. Well, it's not too bad. I mean, we're going to be on a boat for a week, was it?
Yep. It's a week.
Yeah.
It's a long week at that. A week in which I do not wish to speak to our shipmates, but I suppose I'll have to.
We can just have our heads in these books on our downtime.
Sure, but I don't wish to spend an entire week reading. As much as I do love reading, perhaps I'll spend some time getting to know some of our peers here. They'll be around us for a while, and their lives will be in danger if the information that we've heard comes to be true. So it's better to know someone before they fall in battle than to know them after, handing their remains to their relatives. Don't you think?
You got a point. Can't argue that one.
Yes. I'm going to go ahead and go up there. You can begin your reading, or you can follow. Just your choice. As Lunarion turns around and slowly walks upstairs.
Okay. As you walk upstairs, you see everybody's pretty much taken to their jobs. Velnos is at the helm on the deck of the ship, steering, and right next to him, Cthulhu is there with the map, sort of plotting the charts there, saying, you kind of hear him like mouthing some different things.
Seems everyone is too busy. Perhaps I'll go back to my room. Maybe eat something along the way. Enjoy the swaying of the boat. Enjoy the sound of the sea. This might be the last bit of peace we'll get before we make our landing. As Lunarion turns around and he walks back downstairs and lets everybody sort of continues doing what they're doing.
Okay. So this is the first day on the ship. You guys have set sail today, so it's getting pretty late. It's getting probably like early evening, late afternoon. For lunch, you guys had fish. It was good, fresh caught. Some large swordfish. There was also a bit of crab that was able to be pulled up from below deck. So you had a bit of a nice meal as you guys are both within the room, sort of just enjoying the trip at this point. Nobody comes to bother you. Gog, if you like, you've had time to read the book and you're familiar with the tale. You've played in West Marches, so you know of the story, but now Gog has a little bit more information here. You guys are kind of within your room and kind of do whatever you want before you go to bed.
No, but I'm going to go to my room. I need to try something. I have I don't know. There's something that's been on my mind since we were in Westworld.
Yeah, well, you do that. I'm going to read this book a little and then go to sleep.
Okay, cool. Perhaps we can discuss things on day 2 as Lunarion sort of walks to his room.
All right, as you step into your room and close the door behind you, it's very comfortable. It's the first time in a while that you've had like true silence. You know, the stay in Westworld was still very noisy with the party, but right here below deck with everybody working and getting kind of late, it's just the creak of the wood and the sway of the sea.
Asmodeus, are you there? I don't know how to summon you. I don't know how this patron thing works, but I do know that it's a thing, and it is where my powers stem from, so you should hear me, correct?
Hello, Lunarion.
So I can just talk to you regularly, normally, just at will.
Well, on occasion. Should I choose to entertain? You seem like you have something on your mind.
Do you know where we are going?
Do you know where you are going?
So of course you know where we are going. Do you know why we are going there?
Yes.
And you
said
nothing
you were
so far.
going to freeze it here, correct?
I'm going to take what you said as confirmation that this Zahir does exist, yes.
Why, he's very real.
What is Zahir? Exactly. There's no way that Zahir is Yuan-Ti in any capacity, yes? What is he? Is he just another god? Like, what is he doing in Leander if he's imprisoned? is that simply a testament to its power?
You've
And why
read the
did you
story,
need to-
Lunarion.
Yes.
He has been trapped, imprisoned. He seeks followers. Through those followers, he will gain power. The power to be reborn anew.
Is Zahir the oldest Yuan-Ti?
Yuan-Ti are their own creation. You bear the mark of your forebears, but not the mark of Zahir. You know that which you are made of.
I want to hear you say it. What are we made of? A curse or a blessing?
We are cursed in one way or another, Lunarion. Is that really the question that you have for me?
That is, I suppose I needed it for a bit of clarity on my way to the end, though. And I needed to solidify what I truly mean to fight for in my heart. Even if that means going against everything else in my heart. I appreciate this conversation, Asmodeus. Away with you. As he turns to lay down on his cot. Or his bed.
As you lay down, are you going to sleep?
Yeah, I'm gonna lay down and just try to go to sleep.
Okay. As you lay down and try to let the rocking of the boat sort of take you away, Gog, you hear murmurs coming from the door, but nothing that you can make out at this time. But as you're cleanly focused on reading your book, as you are turning the pages,
Yes.
do you try to complete the book tonight, or do you save some?
No, I just want to read a page or two.
Okay. You sort of get to the parts where it talks about Damon ascending, you know, with the 100 heroes, taking the 40 with him to venture across to defeat chaos. And by that time, you're pretty bored and get a little tired.
So I shut my eyes and go to bed.
Do you sleep in the common room, or do you go to your room?
Oh, I go to my room. Sorry.
As you go to your room to lay down, you all take in just the stillness and the relaxation of this moment. As you both lay down to go to bed, can I get perception checks for both of you with disadvantage since you're sleeping?
All right.
12.
Disadvantage is crazy. Perception check, perception check, perception. There we go. 16. Natty.
Nat 20. It's crazy. All right. Through the night, Gog, with that 12, you sleep pretty good. Lunarion, during the night, you hear groaning from the deck above you. Of restlessness and a voice that yells out, And as you look up in your room, you notice that there's a plank that's a little loose that leads to the captain's suite directly above your room. Seems like Velnos is having a hard time sleeping at night.
What is wrong with this captain? Absies. Huh? Absies are nightmares. In the dim of light, I'll just go and check his room to be sure that there's no other foul play. As he weaves invisibility over himself, he can freely become invisible under dim light or darkness.
All right.
You can check the chief rat, yeah.
Oh,
And he's gonna try to cool. And he's gonna try to make his way up to out of the room, so that, because I'm sure he can't climb through the plank, so he's gonna try to go out of the room and make his way closer to the captain's room.
Okay. Gog, with that 12, unfortunately, you don't hear Lunarion leaving the room as he... give me a stealth check here with advantage, because you're invisibility.
Gotcha. We're going over to stealth. $20.
Okay, starting off
Not
nice.
nat 20. Not nat 20, but 20.
Yeah, so you're stealthy as a fox as you sneak around the rain, sort of slithering within the darkness, even with your invisibility, just clinging to the wooden walls as you make your way up one deck to the second layer. You walk back to the captain's hold, and the Sapphire Reign is a safe ship. Everyone just feels very safe under the protection of the captain. So he doesn't have any guards. As you go up to the door and you hear him on the inside, and what once sounded like just mere grunts or yelps, you can hear is almost sounds like a conversation being had.
Who is he speaking to? As he leans in, ear to the door, trying to hear as best as he can.
Give me a perception with advantage here.
Is the door cracked or anything like that?
No, the door is closed.
Okay. You said perception?
Yes, with advantage.
And
Okay. As you lean your ear up to the door, you hear him saying, "No, I'm done. I'm done. No, forget it. Forget it. No. Then take me. Oh, well, no. Then what if? Well, strange back and forth.
okay. Lunarion says to himself, I need to get closer to hear what he's saying. And he reaches for the door and he uses diabolism to melt off the handle quietly, because it's not an explosion, and he wants to slowly creak it open to hear more.
Okay. We're gonna do another stealth check on the diabolism.
Got you. Natty!
That's crazy. This is insane.
I can damn near. Never mind. Go ahead.
No, so you step into the room. You sort of open up the door and you're in the room. Do you want to close the door behind you or you leave it open?
I want to slowly close it behind me. Yes.
All right, yeah, you slowly close it behind you, and now you're in the room with Velnos, as you can now make out pretty much the full conversation as he's saying.
And I'm still invisible, yes?
You're still invisible.
Absolutely. Let's go.
As he says, one second. This is going to come much later, but let me get into my notes here. One second here.
Take your time. That gives me time to write my notes.
This was not my oath to make. This was a burden that was placed on me. And why do you hesitate? Your blood feeds the tide. The trident feeds on the fear. An oath is an oath. Feed me. I am the sea, child, and I consume what is old. I have granted you great power. You are no martyr. You are mine. I will not do it again, not for you and not for anyone. Go ahead, give me another stealth check as you are in the room.
I'm just standing here, bro. I gotta do a stealth check. All right, but 5. What the fuck?
Did you do all with advantage?
Oh no, I didn't. 12.
Okay. Do you believe you can keep my gift and deny my hunger? The tide does not ask. It takes. Then take it back! I don't need your power, and I'm done being a weapon. You are marked, Velnos. My power flows through your veins. Do you forget your father and the pact that he made? Did you forget what you did? What we did? That was not me. I should have never picked you up. Ever since that day, you've been... Listen. I know what you want. But I will not give you one of mine. I will tell Captain Lunarion we will make a stop. And there I will appease your twisted request.
Lunarion wants to try to sneak, he wants to try to sneak the fuck up out of there. So, stealth?
This is going to be a stealth again. With advantage, you are invisible.
Actually, you know what? Lunarion wants to get closer to Velnos instead. He wants to creep closer to Velnos. How close am I to Velnos? Am I like, can I reach out and touch him?
You cannot. His suite is fairly large. You're about 10 feet away from him.
I want to get right up on him.
Okay. I'll say like as he's
I
talking.
Go ahead. Nothing happened. Go ahead.
Okay. As you were walking, as he was talking, you were able to creep up on him and hear a majority of that conversation. And as you get close to him, you notice that what appeared like he was kind of just standing with his back to you talking. You see now he is holding this spear in his hand, this coral tipped, and I'll show you guys Velnos here as well. Sorry, 1 second. He's holding the spear in his hand. And typically while it's just a spear, you see is now looks like this dark eldritch energy forming this trident. And as you walk up, he stops and he says, "Someone is here." And he turns around. "Declare yourself now."
Would you have me declare myself first or kill you? You know who I am. You can tell by my voice. What is it that you're discussing here? Killing someone? One of your own shipmates? Is that the man you are? Is that what Westworld has given us? A murderer?
I'm not a murderer.
Coward?
I'm a Jima of the 13th Jamasi of Moldova, and I'm not a murderer.
Who are you speaking to in your sleep?
Who do you speak to?
I speak to the demon that I stand against, that I've stood against for a while now. I have victories over mine. Do you? Do you allow it to control your every whim? Because it sounds like it to me. And for pussies like that, I feed on those. So you make your choice. I've heard enough. You give it one of your allies? Or I give
never.
my devil yours.
What?
I would kill you in a heartbeat if you wish to turn your trident against one of your partners. That's how serious we take loyalty in the Phoenix Rising, or in the Phoenix Rangers party. If we make this stop tomorrow, and I see one of your party members missing, or mine, the last thing you'll see is darkness and fire.
I don't know what you heard or what you thought you heard, but I would never sacrifice one of mine. Now, I've done things that I'm not proud of, but I would never, ever put the Reign in danger. Now, you understand that.
My grandfather sold me out. That's how I acquired my power. I had no choice in it. I had no choice at all. I watched my family disappear before my eyes. So I get it. It wasn't your choice to acquire the power that you have. And even though you regret it, you wield it. I can appreciate a man that stands on that and stands on his morals and chooses to fight against the rage and the festering feed, the urges by the devil that's trying to prompt you to do something that you wish not, that you know is wrong and against your values. I get it, and I know what I heard. But because of what I stand for, Velnos, I have no issue with cutting you down here, or tomorrow, or the next day. Just to protect your party members and your soul.
You said you fight your devils. Can you help me fight mine?
You point your trident in the direction of your devil, we'll eradicate it. You are the captain of my ship. You are my responsibility.
He looks at his trident, and as the eldritch teeth fade away, what remains left is just the coral tip spear. Then he says, "Then I will reject this burden."
You can reject the burden, but power is still power. And you cannot relinquish power that easy. We'll sleep on this and we'll wake up tomorrow. Do you wish to tell your party members about this, or do they already know?
Cthulhu and I go way back. He is my first mate, my right-hand man. He's my true friend. He is aware, but the others, I fear if they knew where my power truly came from, they would scatter.
You should give the people who trust you more credit. My men have seen me cut men down for less than nothing, and they still stand by my side. But in this instance, the wound is fresh. A secret amongst captains it will remain. Till tomorrow, Velnos, you get some rest. As Lunarion sort of turns around. Oh, and sorry about the door here. Perhaps we could fix that tomorrow as well.
Yes, I'll get Cthulhu right on that. Thank you.
Oh,
Captain.
one last thing. The name of your devil there. Please do remind me. What is its name?
She is known as the Deep Umbali, the matron of the realm of water.
So if you don't feed her, we may never get to Leandar. Am I to assume that correctly?
She has her compulsion. She has her compulsions. But
We'll fight those battles as they come. Oh, please.
something about the way she's reacting to this now makes me feel like, I don't know, something's different.
Sleeping on this may be the best thing. It's too complex to discuss in one night. We'll fight those battles as they come, if they come, with your matron of the realm of water. We're quite tough. We'll get through these challenges as well as the challenges of the past. Together.
All right, Captain. Better get some rest. We have a long day of sea to my faring tomorrow.
As Lunarion turns around and makes his way downstairs, back to his room. Oh, before he goes to it, yeah, he's just gonna go to his room.
All right. As you guys sleep through the rest of the night, gaining the benefits of a long rest, restoring any spell slots that were used, you guys wake up in the morning on the sea of the archaic archipelago. Day 2 of this journey is a bit different. You find yourselves on the open sea for most of the morning. No islands or docks visible from this point. No watch points no watch towers or lighthouses in sight. As you are setting sail, the Sapphire Reign makes a good time, but it is still traveling by boat, and Tungra is a giant great moon. And the rest of the crew does wake up fairly early, getting to their task for the day, scrubbing the deck, casting the lines, hanging the sails, plotting course, checking the maps. You do get the opportunity to sleep in a bit if you would like, and as you get up on day 2, if there would be anything that you would like to do, you would have the freedom to do so now.
All right, Lunarion's gonna get up, do 1,000 push-ups. No, he's gonna do like 50 push-ups or so, 50 to 100. He's gonna go try to greet Gog. Oh, and as he walks past to Gog's room, he's gonna grab one of the fruits in the intermediary room, and then go to Gog's room.
All right, you guys go knock on his room. Gog, what are you doing inside?
We'll just say I'm putting on my shoes right now, so last bit of clothing before I get up and head to the front of the ship. I open the door though.
Yep, knock on the door.
Go ahead and open it up. Hey, how you? Good morning, Captain.
Good morning, Obid. Did you enjoy the room?
Yeah, it's nice. It's okay. Anything on your mind?
No, not really. Good sleep as well. I walked around the deck a bit last night. Had a tough time getting some rest. I tried to speak to Asmodeus yesterday, asked some questions on Zahir. I'm fairly confident that Zahir does exist. I'm just a bit fuzzy on how Zahir and the Yuan-Ti are connected. That part, I suppose I need to speak to Zahir about. And I believe I'll be able to do that in Leondar. Also, yeah, are you ready to get some breakfast?
Yeah, I guess. Sure.
Yeah, sure. Did you exercise? Do you exercise in the morning, Nobia? Or do monks just, I don't know, spinning around in circles with their hands held high and hum?
Is that what you think of monks? Spinning around in circles and humming? Making hymns?
Yeah, I mean, you're the first monk I'm seeing. I mean, I've seen some makeshift monks back in Serpent's Embrace. I wouldn't necessarily call them monks. They're still pretty violent individuals, pretty disastrous, if I could say so myself. But seeing you here, I mean, you're nearly bald. I mean, I don't know what that is on your head, and you're very monk-like. You're very nice and kind, or at least you try to be. And sometimes you could be a bit forward, but now that I think about it, I don't really recall you ever meditating. Do you meditate?
It's been a while. I think the last time I meditated was when that one time we were on that boat after arrows passing.
So sad.
I believe that was the last time. Yeah. That is something I need to work on, though. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, of course. The Yuan-Ti murderer reminding the Jianxi, or whatever the hell you guys are called, monk, to meditate. Yeah, sure, that happens every day. Let's go and grab some breakfast.
When you're outside in a different place, you don't have the same people around you anymore that were helping you uphold to your traditions. Some things get lost.
That's fair. Well, I actually need you to find something for me. I have a charge for you for the day.
You need me to find something for you on a ship?
Something like that.
I need you to
find any abnormalities and observe Velnos in your own little mystic way, I suppose. Just let me know if you see anything weird about him throughout the day.
Why?
Well, we had a conversation last night, and he and I are very alike in many ways. You understand that my patron deity, Asmodeus, is a devil that claims my family and my wife in exchange for power that I did not ask for. And he charges me to kill relatives to appease him, amongst many other things. It appears that Velnos is in a bit of a similar situation with his weapon and his devil. No one knows this beyond his first mate, and you being my first mate, I felt it reasonable for you to understand and know this information as well. So let's just keep an eye on him. We did come to an agreement and an understanding that he would fight against this devil and not fall to his devil's demands.
So that means you don't share the same devil?
No, we don't. His devil, I forget the name, I think, but it's the patron of the realm of water. Familiar with that?
Not a clue.
Not a clue. Well, you wield water. You have your magics with water as well. So, if something were to come up, perhaps your water could now power hers. Or your control over it.
Try that, sure. Yeah, let's just go get some breakfast.
Yeah, that's fine. And you already know my answer. If anything gets kind of out of hand, I have no issue with killing Velnos, but I do rather like the fishman. So I would like to keep him around. He seems sincere. Sincerity is, in short, In short, there's a shortage in sincerity. So, these days. So I appreciate them. But yeah, let's go ahead and grab some food.
As you guys make your way to the upper deck, you notice that the second deck is completely clear. The kitchen and this entire area is vacant of anybody. You hear a lot of scuffling on the upper deck of the ship. As you notice, it's actually fairly quiet compared to what it usually is.
Where is everyone?
Yeah, who's around?
As you guys look around, there's nobody immediately on the second deck, but you can hear the people up on the upper deck. But the usual commotion of the motion of the ship is not happening. You know, typically there's a lot of moving pieces going on. And as you've grown accustomed to being on the vessel, you notice that the ship is actually not moving right now.
Going on, we've come to a stop. Velnos! As Lunarion seeks out Velnos' location.
We go to the upper deck.
Yeah, as you guys go to the upper deck, what yesterday was beautiful skies, you now see giant clouds swirling high
Holy shit.
above the island's starboard side of the archipelago to the north. And you can almost make out what appears to be a giant tower shooting up into the sky right in the center of this vortex. And as you look about, you notice that the crew is appearing to tie items down and the ship to stop as everything's being secured. Griffinhold comes over and says, "Sir, do you see that? It's the vortex."
Have you seen this vortex before?
Only in classrooms, sir. That is the remnants of the Empire of the Dawn.
Empire of the Dawn. That's the middle location on the map, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
So these are the soldiers that fight for honor, or for what they lost, or something along those lines, correct? Are we supposed to fight this vortex to get past?
Of course not. As Velnos calls down from the captain's area.
Have you seen this vortex before, Velnos? Up close in person and not in the classroom?
This is about as close as we get to the vortex. These lands are cursed with chaotic energy. The vortex of Vundrax, they call it. Ancient remnants from the Great Cleansing War. Magic behaves unpredictably here, so take care with any spells or casting.
Well, luckily, and thankfully, Velnos, we won't be seeing any combat today. Please, let's keep going past this magnificent spectacle.
As the crew sort of takes in the spectacle of the giant vortex in the sky, the ship, after everything being hatched down and latched down, begins to make its way. As the visual of the vortex takes up the view of the entire sky for this day, as if it's the ever-present monolith on the edge of the horizon. never getting closer, but forever grand. As you take the day on the sea and the crew fishes and does their deeds, one of the crew members, Necro, comes up to Captain Velnos and he says, Captain, we're running low on supplies. Perhaps we should stop in that old outpost they got in Bentora. He goes, supplies, eh? Yes. Much better to make stop in Bentora than to drift into the Empire of the Dawn. Captain!
Yeah, Velnos, I heard. Make the stop per your decision. Whatever you choose, I agree with. As Lunarion keeps looking at the vortex, at a loss for words as we kind of get closer to it, but also further from it in an angle way.
Yeah, you guys are kind of sailing to the south of it, so it just lingers on the northern horizon throughout the entire day. As starting to get late in the day, and Velnos says, "All right, we'll make way for Bentora. We will take a stop, refresh ourselves. For those of you that need to freshen up your sea legs, young Gareth, I see you over there." Says, "I'm good. Yep. And if you would like to barter a trade, I heard they have a pretty nice market. At least as far as the coin goes, seems to flow here."
Do you pirates ever, I don't know, rob anyone when you take land?
Pirates? Sir, we're not pirates. The Sapphire Reign is a diplomatic vessel, one that carries out several key missions for the Kingdom of Sealand. And now, under the combined banner of Westworld, we operate as allies of the Crown to the Phoenix Rangers.
All right. Understood.
We'll make way for Olan. Take rest for the night. We will dock by morning. We will all refreshen our legs and prepare for the rest of the journey.
All right. Let's go.
As you guys go on for this day, anything you would like to do on day 2 as the party heads to Olan? All right, everybody sleeps in for the night, and in the morning, when you make way, as you wake up in the morning, you feel the stillness of the boat. Throughout the night, Velnos was quiet and there were no issues on the sea. And as the vessel docks within the dock of Olan, you wake up to the sounds of the crew members joyously making their way off of the ship. As No Beard and Lunarion, you both wake up within your respective rooms.
Lunarion wakes up, hits some push-ups, goes over to No Beard's room, knocks on the door. Does he answer?
He answers.
Hey, No Beard, let's go sell some of these items that we procured from his districts that battle. Perhaps we can get some more coin.
Sure. Yeah, let's do that.
All right. As they want to go ahead and go do that.
Okay, you guys step off the vessel. Olan, well, all of Bentara is a dry, some beach bleached land The city itself is sort of carved into the hills that rest here on the cliffs of the coast. At first glance, it looks pretty worn down. As far as the architecture, very primitive. There are a few large huts that appear to look like housings. And as you get off and step onto the docks, you notice the central area. There's a very large tavern where individuals are going in and out of, and there appear to be some shops nearby. But as you step onto the deck of the ship, after you notice Gareth sort of standing on the deck watching the others step down, you can't help but take in a very familiar type of vessel. A very large, ironclad ship bearing the sigil of the Burning Crown.
Are we aware of the Burning Crown sigil or anybody that would be a part of their coalition?
Not a part of the coalition. Lady Liana, when you were in Westwell, as she was escorting you to the Sapphire Reign, was telling you about some of the mercenary companies that were there. One of them that she spoke of was the Exile Vanguard, an ironclad vessel there with the sigil of with the sigil of the Burning Crown. And she talked about how these individuals are exiled heroes from Felgorado, those who left their charge, discarded their honor, and have been banished from the lands of Tungra all over. They took up residence within the Empire of the Dawn, the islands there, and formed their own peoples, able to withstand the whirlpool of the vortex. They formed companies, and a great company, that was the Empire. But it has been since fractured, and now there are several small factions, one of which is the Exile Vanguard, a large mercenary company that operates in Tungra without honor, but they take on some of the toughest jobs there are.
All right. Is Velnos around? Velnos.
Yes, Captain.
We mean to find a market to sell some items that we've procured at the Mystistrix location during a huge battle that we fought and won that you're aware of. We need some more coin.
Well, is this an invitation?
This is an invitation if you wish to join us. Actually, yeah, please, do join us.
Well, of course. Never get invited off the ship. Gareth, watch the vessel. Why do I have to watch the vessel? Because you're our squire. Stay here. Not your squire. I'm the Phoenix Rangers squire. And I am in charge, or I am in the charge of the Phoenix Rangers.
I'm sorry. I said Velnos.
Yeah,
but that's fine. He can come. He can come too.
No. He's telling Gareth that Gareth needs to stay and watch the ship.
Okay, cool. My fault. I thought you said Gareth was gonna come with us. Okay.
No. So he has this argument with Gareth about who stays on the ship, and Velnos decides to go with you, and you guys walk out into Bentara. There is a small sign. There are a couple different shops here. One, the Salt Rock Tavern, is the large tavern that everybody's going in and out of. Very low stone hall. As you look inside, you can see some pretty tough-looking people in there, likely members of the Vanguard, and there appears to be a joyous time going on. They're having a good-ass time in there. You can hear them singing songs even from this distance. And then there is a small marketplace here that is called the Tithe, which is a small sort of, as Velnos explains, it's a bit of a barter shop, you see. Trading in survival gear, different maps, rations, trinkets, some things that wash up for the vortex. But be careful. There are a lot of tricksters in this area, a lot of liars. I wouldn't trust them for the silk, but the gold is good.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
As you guys make your way into the market, you are in Marlin's Tithe, and you look around and there are several different stalls describing exactly what he said. Some people that appear to be selling different survival gear, different backpacks and suits that look made for desert travel. There's a map maker. You can see him with a very large canvas, an animal skin, and he's like taking broad strokes, drawing this gigantic map with these broad strokes. There's another individual that appears to be pouring salt into different containers and stuffing meat inside of them for rations. And as you look around within this area, you also see some members of the Sapphire Reign also going about shopping at different spots, buying different items. There also is a small trinket shop with a very peculiar looking individual, and people seem to be avoiding that stall.
All right. Hey, Velos, I want to look for a cloak. Perhaps you can decide on a shop where we can find a cloak.
I would not trust a cloak unless you're looking for something to protect you from the sun.
I'm actually looking for a cloak of displacement.
Assume to say cloak of displacement.
Lunarion turns in the direction of whoever that shop owner is. Yes, would you have one?
Yes, I do. How much gold would you be willing to pay for a cloak of displacement?
4,000.
Oh, 4,000.
4,000 gold.
Oh, of course, I would gladly take 4,000. Come to my shop at the end of the hallway, at the end of the air. My son will sell you a cloak of displacement for 4,000.
All right, as they walk down that direction.
Welcome. My boy, please. This gentleman here, what is your name, sir?
Rhaegar.
Yes, this gentleman, Rhaegar. Meet my son, Milo. Milo, say hi. Hello there. What can I do for you? Welcome to my shop.
As your father has told you, I wish to purchase a cloak of displacement, please.
Cloak of displacement. This is a very rare trinket, and my father says you have the gold for it, yes?
Yes, I wish to pay for a cloak of displacement for 3,000 gold, please.
3,000 gold. We'll gladly sell you a cloak of displacement for 3,000 gold. Allow me a second just to go and check my inventory. I believe we have some in from Westworld. One moment.
As he goes to the back and he shuffles around some things, he says, yes. He flops it.
One cloak of displacement for the good sir here.
As Lunarion looks to inspect it, he recalls seeing a cloak of displacement on Aralos, his partner, his assistant captain, and he wants to see if it looks the same, if it flows the same, etc. And do I roll a perception check to see if it at least looks like a cloak of displacement?
You're a perception or arcana here.
Okay, cool. We're going to do a perception. We're gonna do it with it's a 6.
Okay. With that 6, it looks like a cloak of displacement. I'll give you advantage because you have keen mind here.
Okay, cool.
As you guys are discussing this, the silhouette of the vortex high in the sky to the north of Olan.
I rolled a 19.
Okay. With that 19, it does not look like a cloak of displacement. At least not the ones that you remember.
Could I test this cloak out?
Oh, yes, why, of course. You must test it out. Test it. Bring it back. If you do not like it, we will sell it again.
Does it look like anything I've seen before?
Looks like a cloak.
All right, I want to put it on.
As you put it on.
No beard. Punch me.
Say less.
Lightly, no beard. Lightly.
Oh, lightly.
Yes, no need to
Okay.
take out your anger of the past months on me in this moment.
Okay, so maybe I shouldn't roll an attack. Got you.
Well,
I'll just-
you would have to roll an attack because I want to see if you have to roll it with disadvantage.
Oh. Okay. How many times do I get to punch you?
Once. I wish to see if you have a hard time attacking me. And if you don't, then pull the punch at the last moment.
Okay, got you. I'm rolling to attack right now. I rolled a nat 20. So let's go ahead and give him all the damage that he can get.
Go ahead and roll damage.
He rolled a nat 20 for real?
I rolled a nat 20 for real. 11 damage.
So Lunarion, you take 22 points of damage.
What?
As Gog hits you in your chest, like he kind of doesn't even do it hard, but Gog doesn't seem to even know his own strength since he's returned from hell. As that punch knocks you on your butt, and Velnos goes, "Oh shit! Son of a bitch, Gog."
As Lunarion is fuming. Did he have to roll that with disadvantage?
No, he did not.
Shopkeeper. This is no cloak of displacement. What did you try to sell me?
Sir, I thought it was a cloak of displacement. It was right next to where I keep my cloaks of displacement. I could have sworn, perhaps a trade, yes. I will buy that cloak of displacement off of you, yes.
How much gold?
15.
I did not finish. How much gold do you have in your shop entirely?
Sir? Are you trying to rob me, sir?
Let's play the same kind of game I just played with my mate here. How much gold does your life cost?
Give me a intimidation check here.
21.
My life is very valuable, sir. I run a very respectable business, sir. We travel deep into the desert to find these goods. I thought it was a
Where
cloak
you
of
travel?
displacement.
I need all of your gold now for trying to trick me. Have you tried to trick a Yuan-Ti before? Did it go in your favor?
Sir, I did not even notice you were Yuan-Ti. If I'd known you were Yuan-Ti, I would have never, sir.
It's
Never.
the first time for everything. Let's take a walk into your shop here. As Lunarion pushes him into the shop.
Sir, will I interest you in these boots, sir? They are quite fashionable.
I'm going to, is he pushed into the shop?
Yeah, he's in the shop.
Okay, I'm gonna roll to hit with Duke Ungi's lance. I get 2 hits.
Okay.
Well, first I'm going to use Asmodeus' Hex on him. As I just slowly Asmodeus Hex, and I just put it on him. One
Sir,
second.
sir.
I used the spell slot for that. I applied it to him, and then I want to roll hit with Duke Ungi's lance.
All right, go ahead and roll strike.
Okay, that's a 20.
Hits.
All right, I'm gonna roll damage, and then I'm gonna roll my Asmodeus Hex damage too. That's 11 points of damage.
How do you want to do this?
1 second, I'm gonna roll my Asmodeus Hex damage as well. That's 5, so that's 16 points of damage.
Okay, how do you want to do this?
There's a first time for everything. You trick a Yuan-Ti, you die. You lie to a Yuan-Ti, you die. You lie to the friends of a Yuan-Ti, and you trick them. You die. Are you following me? As he slowly starts to pierce him as slow as he can through his abdomen, and he's still talking. You lie to the mother of Yuan-Ti, you die. You lied to the assistant captain of Yuan team. You die. You lie around the Yuan team. You die. You trick someone else. Oh, you won't get the chance to do that, will you? As he takes his spear out and he wipes it off on the body of the person, and he turns around and leaves.
And as you leave, you feel the
rest.
heat behind you as arms begin to reach up and drag his body down to hell. And
no witnesses, and his body's not there. Let's go.
outside, the son is like,
Where's my pop? Pop.
Oh, your father went around to find me an actual cloak of disbasement. Perhaps you could find him somewhere in that direction there, as he points to the right.
he first looks inside the shop, he doesn't see anything. Then he like takes off in the direction. He says, Father! Father!
Vel knows. I'll be on the ship. I need to rest after that hit. Why did I lie to him? Is that your question?
Yeah, you and his father just went to the back.
We did. But his father could be quite quick. I don't know, I just met the man. Perhaps his father did leave. But his father shouldn't be selling fake goods to people. Not to good people. Well, that's a lesson he learned today. And he turns around and walks towards the ship.
Okay. Well, Captain Gog, would you like to sell some of your items? I could kind of use a drink. I was a little bit tense.
Yeah. Doc wants to go to the back to see what's going on in the back.
Okay, yeah.
Or just peep.
You go into the shop.
Yeah.
As you look in the shop, there's nothing there.
Oh. Well, whatever he did can't be good. As Gog gets ready to leave, but before he leaves, he can I do a perception check to see what's around there, like in the shop?
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna do a perception here. He has various trinkets kind of all over the shop. Various necklaces, rings, bracelets, jackets, cloaks. There's kind of a pile with a bunch of cloaks that look like the ones that was given to Lunarion. A lot of stuff does look like junk.
I'm just gonna grab 2 cloaks anyway and just walk out over my shoulders.
Okay. He says, Gog, before you go, the crew, we want to celebrate you guys joining us. Would you meet us at the tavern? Or would you grab Captain Lunarion after he's relaxed a bit?
Yeah, let me go get him. And where's the tavern at? Pointing to me, and I'll.
It's like right there.
Okay.
He points like diagonal about 25 feet. It's like right at the edge of the docks. You see the ship, and then the tavern's right there. You see Lunarion kind of walking past a bit.
Okay, we'll be right back in a moment.
He says, I'm gonna go find that kid. Make sure he's okay.
Yeah, you do that. Good man.
As Donos takes off.
Go to find Lunarion.
All right, as you go to find Lunarion, you can hear the songs of the tavern ringing next to the ship. As people seem to be having a very good time. Drinks are flowing. The cogs are crashing. There are drunk people walking in and out of the stall. As you walk past, somebody gets kind of knocked out because they're too drunk. He says, and you don't come back, you piece of shit. He says, fuck you on the Vanguard, mate. Don't need this place. It's my last time coming to Olan ever. My gold's no good here. I'm out. And he walks off. He kind of storms in between you and Lunarion, walking off down the dockside.
Hey, you.
What? What do you want?
I heard you say your gold's no good there. Why is that?
They said I got a drink limit.
bullshit drink limit.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Sorry for asking. Lunarion, are you ready to go into this tavern?
I mean to just take a short rest, get my vitality back, and then, sure, I wouldn't mind going to the tavern, having a drink with our shipmates. They've been good to us.
Okay, then I'll meet you in there.
Sure. As Lunarion heads to the ship to take a quick little nap to get my health back, because what the fuck.
All right. Gog, as you hop in, you see a bunch of men standing on tables singing songs as one gentleman is up giving a solo as a gentleman stands up and
Who holds the line when the demi sleep? We do. Who buries the fallen 6 fathoms deep?
you walk into a revelry of gentlemen all dressed in different sorts of armor. There is no one single color within this group, which is very different for many of the mercenary companies of Tundra. But they all do bear a sigil of the Burning Crown on their shoulders. And as you walk in, you see a bunch of the members of the Sapphire Reign all sitting down at a table with some open seats.
I'm gonna go sit with the members of the Sapphire Reign then. Hello.
As you sit down, you see many members of the Sapphire Reign. Who do you decide to talk to?
And memory.
Let's say, who's to the right of me?
To the right of you, you see Grunhilde the Mighty. She is a small dwarven lady. She has her fill of tankards, and she is drinking them down.
Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna talk to her. Hello, it was Grunhilde, was it?
Yes, Grunhilde the Mighty. How are you, Gog? I know your name, mate.
I'm good. I'm very good. I hope. Well, I can obviously tell that you're also doing good. Seeing as you are indulging in the moment, having fun.
Oh, yes. It's been a long time since we made way on land. For a good moment, too. All that business in Westworld. All business. Vernos, all business. Well, can we just sit down and have a good drink? Listen to some good song. Eh?
Yeah, it is actually a really good song. Maybe I will have a drink. But before that, what's the business other than, the obvious, you guys dealing with us and getting us to where we need to go?
The business? Don't know. Just here relaxing here. Gonna refuel, restock. Get the Sapphire Reign ripe and ready. I'm sure Necro's getting us some good oranges and fruits, yeah? Something good for the ship. I'm tired of eating fish and crab.
Yeah. Where's the captain at?
Captain Velnos, I thought he was with you. Last I saw you walking to the markets.
Yeah, he told us to meet him here. Did he not come in?
Let me see
Oh
here.
no, that's right. He went to go chase the child or the young man.
There he is right there.
And through the door, you see Captain Vilnos walk in as he puts his spear on his back and steps into the tavern, sort of scanning the room, looking for you guys.
Captain Velnos is sitting over here.
Goodness, did you have any success on finding the young man?
Says it what? Oh, yeah, the kid. No, kid ran off.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay. Did you get drinks?
Sure. What do you? I'll get the drink. What do you drink?
Give me a sea salt daiquiri.
Sea salt daiquiri. That sounds like that'll dry you out. Okay, but if that's what you want, sure, I'll go ahead and get you that. As I walk up to the bartender.
Welcome. And how do I do for you?
Hey, hello. I'm here to get a seesaw daiquiri, and also, can I get one of your finest ales?
Coming right up. Just a moment.
While he's doing that, can I see? Can I like roll perception, or can I just look and see if he's wearing a sigil?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead, roll a perception check here. Good call.
20, dirty.
Is not. This person seems to be dressed in some of the traditional garb of some of the townspeople that you've seen here in Olan and Batara.
Okay. So what is your number one selling drink?
Well, not the sea salt daiquiri. Can't tell you that much, yeah. But we do have this very, very nice drink. We call it Kraken's Blood.
Kraken's blood. Is it
Oh, yeah.
literally Kraken's blood? Blood
Of
a
course
Kraken?
not, mate. If I could slay a Kraken, you think I'd be here? No, I'd be in Felgrado with all these fuckers.
Yeah, all these people. You're right. As I just look at all the other attendants.
First time seeing Vanguards, eh?
Yes, actually it is my first time being in this around here. It's my first time being outside of the mountains of Kim.
Could you believe that each and every one of those people competed in the Krill Festival and became true heroes? And they gave it all up. Psh, that was me. I'd never give up that kind of glory.
Oh, really? So it's funny that you say that. As I go ruffle through my bag and pull out my letter, the letter that was given to us long time ago that I've always kept.
Oh,
And I just show him.
well, kiss on me. If I'm not standing in front of one of the newest heroes right here. Huh. Who would have thought? Right here in Olan. So, what brings you here? You must be on your way to the fest, yes?
Yes, I am actually. After I do a few other things, duty calls.
Of course, of course. Oh. So, about that drink. What were you saying again?
I'll take a Kraken's blood also with the what was it again? The seaweed.
Is it
something?
sea salt daiquiri, yeah?
Yeah, the sea salt daiquiri. Yes, please.
So he goes back and pours the drinks and he brings them back to you. The sea salt daiquiri looks like a clear cola with some seaweed garnish around it. And he kind of drops in a little bit of fish-shaped ice cubes inside of it. And the Kraken's Blood is a blue drink, kind of shaken up. And at the top, it has little bubbles in it. And he drops in some tiny little figurines, like arms and legs. It looks like somebody got attacked by a Kraken.
Oh, how cute! Thank you for the drinks. You can put it on Velmos's tab.
Oh, no. It's on the house. For true heroes? Good luck in Killfest, boy. You're gonna need it. Drinks on me. Could be a last, who knows? Hopefully not, but who knows?
You're right. Yeah. Actually, yeah. It could be my last in this plane. Thank you so much. As I walk over to Velmos to give him the drinks, or give him the drink he requested.
Thank you, Gog. All right. Is everybody here? Oh, no. You're missing a mate. Oh, Lunarion decided not to come, eh?
He will be here. He's not feeling well at the moment. I've been around other places and gathering more strength. So when he asked me to give him that blow, I might have ruffled his scales a little bit too much. I think he'll be okay though.
All right. Well, no need to let him stall us up. Everyone, I want to do a toast To each and every one of you, crew of the Sapphire Reign, and we want to thank our new captains, the Phoenix Rangers. Together, we will go on grand adventures. We will earn the name of the Reign, the history, the glory of it. To brighter seas and safe voyages. Toast. And he lifts up his cup and he prepares to toast with everyone.
I lift mine up and I toast with everyone as well.
As everybody starts to drink, Cthulhu goes, "That was such a great speech, Valnos." Dohilo says, "Hey, yeah. Took you long enough. I'm already 3 deep here." Well, had to take our friends to the markets. Had some business to attend to. So, what have it? So we play some games, folks. As he looks around and the Sapphire Reign crew begin playing different games. Everyone begins drinking. Gog, do you actually drink your drink? Because I know you don't usually drink.
Said who? Gog is chugging his drink, actually.
Okay. Gog takes his drink. Go ahead and roll me a constitution. As even though Velnos is a fish canonically, as it should be, this nigga cannot drink. Never can in any universe.
Constitution. That's an 8.
Okay. You and Velnos start to enjoy the drinks. And he goes, "Whoa! So, Gog, tell me, mate, and don't mean to be a bother, but I saw you showing that bartender some paper. What was that all about? You have some special code here. Have you been here before?"
No, I've never been here before. We were just bantering, and he brought up the Growth Festival. You know what that is. So I showed him my invitation, and he got all happy, and he gave me free drinks.
You have an invitation to the Cure Festival?
As does Lunarion, yes.
Wow! That's my dream! I've always wanted to become a hero. That's why I joined the Reign. And who would have thought? Right here, fate, as it so has it, lands me, Velnos, captain of the Sapphire Reign, with future heroes of Krelestra and the Kill Festival. We will go to Felgarado with the Reign and become warriors of Damon.
Warriors of Damon. I don't know about that part, but yeah, we can definitely be warriors.
Go ahead and roll a perception check. Lunarion, how are you feeling right now? What are you doing?
Lunarion was just waking up, about to walk towards the tavern.
Okay. As you get up and you start to make your way towards the tavern, you see an old woman sitting on the dock, and she's shaking a coin, like a cup. She says, "Sir, please, spare some. Spare, please."
Spare what? What do you need, madam?
Some coin for someone less fortunate, sir.
All I've seen here in this city are snakes. How am I to believe you're not just a panhandler that's dressed as a panhandler rather than actually being a needy panhandler?
Sir, I would not be so bold to claim to be anything less but just a panhandler. But I can offer some information, sir, perhaps for your patronage.
Sure. We'll start with 1 gold, as I give her 1 piece of gold.
So, one thing to always be aware of in Bintara. The desert is very dangerous, sir. It's very hot. And the sky beams down on your head like fire. It is always best to go out with some good equipment and make sure you have water.
I failed to kill a child today. Have you ever killed anyone before?
Sir, you killed someone. And how did that make you feel, sir? To take from someone who maybe didn't have.
Good. Perhaps too good. And that's the problem with my race, with my species. I ask you again, have you killed before?
Sir.
As she gestures for you to come closer to her.
As he walks closer. Slowly, but not all the way up close, but a little closer.
Continues to gesture for you to come closer.
I think he is fine. If you need to say something to me, you can say it from there.
She stands up and starts to walk towards you.
As I weave, it's dark, correct?
No, it is morning. It was like midday.
As I take some steps back, and I toss one other gold, another piece of gold for your discretion.
As she stops in front of the gold, she reaches down to pick it up. And you feel a tapping on your shoulder.
As he turns around to see who it is, not his whole body, just his head.
When the stars blink twice, he rides again.
When the star blinks twice, he rises again. Does he see anyone? Does Lunarion see anyone?
You hear that and you feel the presence of the breath on your neck. And as you turn, there's nothing there. And as you turn back around to face the woman, she is now gone.
When the star blinks twice, he will rise again. Whatever. As he turns around and he walks towards the tavern. I don't have time for your games. Woman of Olan. Panhandler of Olan.
As you make your way into the tavern, you too hear the revelry, and they appear to be singing another song inside of these halls now. As Gog, and you notice Gog and Velnos are having a discussion, a cheerful discussion, appear to enjoy their drinks, as Velnos is appearing to kind of scream out how you all are bound for Felgorado and the glory of the new party members that he's found and the excitement of the Krill Festival.
The Krill Festival. Oh, that old thing. As he talks about, I received an invitation as well. Did Gog tell you?
Not. Oh, yes. In fact, he did. Gog, you did tell me, Gog. You did tell me. Gog, you told me. Yes, Gog told me.
I think I told you. Yeah,
Why
I
are
think
you
I
so
told him. I
excited?
think I told him.
It's just a mere festival where fighters fight. There's plenty of those around the realm.
No. This tournament is far greater. You can become a hero.
Hero.
One of the many to serve Damon in Felgorado.
Gog here is the hero. I'm no hero.
No, you're the hero.
I'm the captain of the Phoenix Rangers. Nobia Gog is the hero. At least he will be. You have what it takes, Snowbeard, to be the hero of mine. Woman, child.
What if I
I don't
don't
think
want
I
to do
do.
that?
Well, then you'll be like me. We'll fight when we have to, but we'll fight when we feel like it. But at the end of the day, we'll always fight with what we believe is right. I don't know if you can call that justice like Korra would say, but I do call it righteous. I need a drink.
To get you a Kraken.
Kraken, is that what you're having?
That's what I'm having. And then it even has the little toys in it. Look, they're all cute.
As Lunarion takes a look, oh, that is quite interesting. Sure, I'll take one of those. As he goes to Vildos, are you paying?
I thought Gog paid.
I'll pay. Don't worry.
Just
I'll take it.
just show him your letter that you're a hero, or that you're going to be a hero, and he'll probably give you one for free.
Really? Okay, sure. I'll go up there and I'll do just that.
And as you go up to the bar, the shopkeeper says, welcome. Another patron from faraway lands. We don't get many yuan tea around here.
Here I have this invitation to the Krill Festival. I heard that I can get a drink or two from this.
As you step up to the bar, you notice that there appears to be a very large man standing there as well. And relative to the other mercenaries that are within this tavern, this gentleman is grizzled. His armor clean, well kept, military, bearing the sigil of the Vanguard. Massive, broad shoulders. And as you step up and hand out your invitation, he slams down an iron prosthetic gauntlet holding what you see now to be a large tankard of ale as it sloshes all over the bar. Is that an invitation?
Does it look like one? Have you seen an invitation to the Krill Festival before, good sir?
Krill Festival. A lie. A pageant of blood for the lords of Felglorado to call the restless and alleviate the obedient. Win or lose, you're chained. Fight forever or die forgotten.
Or you sit here drinking in a tavern in Olan as a nobody. You look strong. Surely you can go and make a name for yourself elsewhere, even outside of the Krill Festival. You don't need authority to tell you that you're a hero. Even someone like me has been considered a hero before. As he turns around, my drink, please.
As a barkeep just finished making it and slowly puts it down and puts in the garnish, kind of looking at both of you as as the gentleman is giving you a just gave his name, as the gentleman is kind of giving you a keen stare, and he says, all right, we could drink, but do not just sit around. We find honor in other ways.
Ways like what?
We fight for those that can't. That's what it means to be a vanguard. The forgotten. The leftover. Not the glorified. Not the controllers.
Have you been to the Krill Festival before?
Bartender, another one, as he
This one is on me.
downs his first drink. Why, yes. I won the Kill Festival. Me and my party. Became the heroes, went to Felglorado, watch points, the whole nine.
Then what happened? How do you go from the hero of the Krill Festival to the Vanguard and exile?
What's your name? You want tea?
Lunarion. And yours?
He looks at you real close, scans you. Name's Thaddeus. Thaddeus Ironhair. This is my company, the Exile Vanguard. We are heroes of Felglorado. Former, that is.
Well, Thaddeus, I ask again. How do you go from heroes of the Krill Festival to the Exile Vanguard?
Well, that's a long story, my friend.
Shorten it if you could. We have somewhere to be. Perhaps you could join us. There's work to be done in other lands.
I think not. We're on a, he looks back at his crew, pretty important task ourselves. In fact, we make way for Calestri. Bartender, as he slams down the next drink, he if I was you, I would stay far away from that place. Lest you get your mind taken away from you as well and roped into Damon's games.
I thought Damon was everyone's favorite lord. Everyone outside of Serpent's Embrace, that is.
Only for those that don't know him, my friend.
Then do you know him, Thaddeus?
I know enough. Seen enough. Could ask any of my men. Every day we get up and we fight. In the name of what? An unending battle. We get up. We protect the wall. We go out of the wall. And we fight demons. I've seen more men die in my day than I could bear to imagine, or bear to think of. And for what? So he can continue to sit on his throne and not fight. He is the strongest of all of us. Yet he sits there and sends my brothers into death.
Perhaps there's something that he knows that you don't. That you all don't. Perhaps you're right. Perhaps it's nothing more than a game. Nothing more than a game for our creators. But then why create us at all? I'm sorry for you and your company. Why not choose to do something else? You don't
Because
have
we
to
still have honor.
honor in what? Honoring what you know to not be true? While you're protecting something?
We have honor in who we are. We are Tungrans. And protecting Tungrans doesn't mean fighting in the name of Damon and his endless wars. There are people that need help right here, all over the world. In the exiled, where we seek to solve the biggest problem of them all. We're gonna right this world.
I think righting the world is bigger than exercising the call of Damon. Phoenix Reign just means to right the world as well in our own way. That is my party. We sail for Leandar. We hear tales of as a here cultist spreading false information, trying to rally those around them in an attempt to overthrow Leandar and the houses. Smaller scale than battling demons and those that go bump in the night for your Damon. But it saves people nonetheless. It keeps some people safe. As he extends his hand to shake hands with Thaddeus.
No. Back in the glory days of the Dawn, you and your company would have fit right in. But it's nothing but a ghost now. Its laws were broken. And just like the watch points, they banished those of us that would not kneel. Tell me,
It sounds...
when you complete this mission, will you continue to do good? Or will you go to the Killfest and join the heretics?
Well, Thaddeus. Perhaps I mean to kill God itself. Perhaps I believe we need new authority. New figures in the skies above that guide us all. Again, on a smaller scale. But I believe I can start with my own people. If I kill every living, breathing Yuan-Ti, that's one less thing for the world to worry about. And then I turn my ship, and I kill every Zahir cultist. And then we turn the ship around again, and we kill Damon. And then we turn the ship around again, and we sail towards the next old, archaic, barbaric figurehead in the sky. All those cursed by its blood. And we remove those from Tungra as well. Perhaps I choose the ultimate cleansing, and we all start anew. Leaving people like you, Thaddeus, to pick up the pieces. And my friend there, no beard Gog, to rebuild his home and help you pick up the pieces. But the world does need to change. And I do believe that radical change requires radical action. So why not be a mortar? That is what I live for. to change the world and to die with it.
As the bartender slowly sits another round of drinks on the bar and like slowly backs away from the super intense conversation, Thaddeus looks at you and he goes,
I drink to that.
oh, drink to that. Whew. It was good to talk with like-minded individuals every once in a while.
Oh, of course.
If you do make it to Crelestra, we make our way to the Tower of Freed. It's an old lighthouse built on the coast. Long abandoned, but I'm sure you will find refuge there.
Much appreciated, Thaddeus. If we make it there alive, that is, then I'll take you up on that.
Indeed, as he lifts up this drink and he holds out his hand to toast with you.
As Lunarion picks up his drink and he says, "What is the name of that tower again?"
It's Freed's Tower.
Freed's Tower. A toast.
And toast. As he goes to toast and somebody rushes up to him wearing the exile garb and he appears to have a letter that he hands Thaddeus. Give me a perception check here.
Uh, 19.
Okay. As you take a glance at the letter, just quickly watching as they exchange this item, Thaddeus puts his hand on it, looks at the, turns it, stuffs it in his bag, but you notice that the letter appears to have the official seal that you'd be familiar with from your time in Luda's Bay. As he takes the letter, he pops it open and looks at it. Change of plans, mate.
Changing direction, are you, Captain?
Yeah. Looks like war's coming. We'll be riding again.
The war's coming where? Where this time?
Nowhere you've heard of. Nothing to worry about.
Try me. Are you selling to the cold? Perhaps you need to buy some more feathers or some more leathers.
You know. Go ahead, roll me a persuasion check here.
27.
He goes, looks like that grand old peace in the Golden Islands run its course.
War in the Golden Isles. Whose side are you on in this war?
We ride for the vanguard, my friend. Now, that toast. As he goes
That
to clink
toast.
his glass against yours. And yes,
Yep, and he cleans his glass. Yep.
Look, he drinks it all the way down. And he goes, now, I've had fun sharing tales with your mate. Must get my men gathered. We sail for Luda's Bay.
All right. As Lunarion picks up his cup, turns around, goes back to Gog.
All right, you come back to Gog, and Velnos is like, Gog, that is such a funny story, Gog. So you telling me that you summoned an elemental and it took out half of your party? Oh my goodness. Oh, if I would have been there. Oh, man, that's just kind of scary now to really think about it, yeah?
Yeah, I think they were kind of scared.
Lunarion, Gog was just telling me about your adventures in Primos. Why didn't you tell me?
Adventures in Primus. Oh, yes. Yeah. I mean, hey, everything No Beard Gog told you is likely true. Trustworthy guy here.
Well, all right. Did you get that drink?
Yes, of course. A few drinks. Did No Beard also tell you about almost killing us?
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about Prince earlier?
No, of course not. I'm talking about the giant that you left us to die by. But again, funny jokes, of course. We're all past that. Of course, water under the bridge. Yours seem to be enjoying yourself, Velnos, and your shipmates are as well. How are you doing with the thing we discussed the other night?
Oh, that thing? Yeah. Should have to worry about that for a while. Took care of that earlier today.
Ooh, took care of that earlier today. Oh, that's very interesting. How did that go? Was it safe, or is everybody good?
Oh yeah, totally safe. Yeah, no witnesses at all. I mean, yeah, like nothing happened at all.
Oh, well, all right. Perhaps we can talk about it another time. I'll see you all on the ship. As Lunarion turns tail to head out.
As Velnos looks over to you, Gog, and says, "Is he always such a buzzkill? Why does he stay and drink?"
Oh no, sometimes he can be a very gloomy guy. Like I don't understand. He used to be all fun and playful, and then he becomes all gloomy, and man, I just can't stand it.
Well, maybe. I know. There's some winches nearby. Perhaps we should send some to his room. Cheer him up a bit.
Oh no, he's married. He can't be doing that. I wouldn't allow that.
Oh, you're right. He did have that ring on his finger.
He did.
Gog, are you married?
Married.
Yes, I just noticed you also wear a ring.
Oh, this ring? Nah, this ring was given to me by somebody. Pretty cool guy.
Come on, share. I've done all the shouting here. Give me a little bit of you.
A little bit of what?
Come on, tell me a little bit about the No Beard Gog experience. Who's that special someone that gave you that ring? Is she hot? I won't steal her, I promise.
It's more like an old decrepit monk man. Why do you call me No Beard God? Just call me Gog.
I mean, everybody has their taste. Old men, not going to judge you. I prefer the fish women. Sirens and mermaids. Oh, they get my juices flowing as his gills sort of flutter a bit in his neck.
But don't they stink?
Stink. The stink is the best part, mate.
Oh man. Oh,
you can
man,
always
you're a
tell the real
nasty
ripe
guy.
ones by the smell. If I can't smell you from a mile away, I really don't want it. It's not gonna be good for me. It's gonna be a bit dry, I say.
Dog's trying not to spit his drink out. Oh, you're a very interesting man. That's how you. What is your race again?
I see. As he sort of stands up on the table. You have feasted your eyes on a Triton from the water plane. You will never find another like of its kind, outside of my sister, of course, one of the crew. But outside of me, the pure specimen of Triton finesse and strength.
Triton finesse and strength. I admire your confidence. Why would I not find another one of you? You all dead?
No.
Oh, just talking about this plane.
Yes, exactly. Just like I'm sure I would not find many of your family or friends. Genasi, I assume you come from... Or were you born here? Were you a part of some of those leftovers?
Some of the leftovers. Leftover what?
Have you never experienced your own plane?
No, I don't even. No, I have not.
Well, when all this business in Leandar is done, Gog, I would love to take you to the plane of water. It is so beautiful. You can see the sights, the ruins, the monasteries.
Monasteries. Yep, I would love to see the monasteries. You know where they are?
Oh, there are monasteries all over the plane of water, dedicated to different deep gods. In fact, this, as he pulls out a spear, says, this is a relic from my plane.
Yeah, that looks nice or whatever, but there's other monasteries on that water plane. Do you know anyone named Bartholomew by any chance?
As he goes to roll a history check here.
Or maybe the first sorcerer sounds better?
We'll roll with advantage as you double up there. 17, okay. He goes, that's Bartholomew first sorcerer. I think we learned something about... Yes, no, there was a story of, Yes, I think there was an individual. Someone from this plane that interacted and first brought the individuals over here.
Somebody, but you're not sure it's him?
Yes. It was brought down. In fact, no, maybe that was someone else. Who cares? Let's not talk about politics.
No, it's not politics. That's history.
History, mystery. It's written by the victors, yes.
No.
Let me see. First sorcerer, yes, there's histories of... You're making me think too hard, Gog. I'm drinking.
So, drink less. Think more.
Yes, the Bartholomew name does ring a bell. The first sorcerer created the monasteries of... Or something of the kind. It's ancient history,
Never
God.
mind. I apologize for asking. You are useless. My goodness.
I'm not useless. I can take you there.
Oh, your ship can travel through planes?
Well, no. But as soon as I figure out how to get back, I will take you there.
Oh, you're awful. At least your crew respects you.
Of course. I'm Captain Velnos.
Yeah, I get it. Captain Villeneuve, the great Triton from the water plane. Yada, yada, yada. I understand.
Yes, and no bearded Gog, the Earth Genasi that has never been to his plane.
That's funny.
You are homeless.
I am homeless now, but soon I will build homes. You'll see it. Maybe you won't see it. Yeah, actually, you won't see it probably.
Maybe, Gog. Maybe. All right. Crew, you've had your fill. Let's return to the rain. We need a good night's rest. For tomorrow, we get out of this shithole. As the crew
One last
finishes their
thing.
drinks. Yes, Gog.
Do you serve Damon?
What? I revere Damon, as we all do. He's saved us all.
Save us all. Right. Okay. Yeah, you were trying to wrap up.
Yes, Brunhilde, pick up Cthulhu. Necro, get the others. Meet me at the ship. As Vilno stumbles out of the tavern, and around him a little fog cloud forms with little raindrops kind of falling as he walks out, as it always does when he gets drunk, as he makes his way out into the city of Olan. It is late afternoon, early evening. How are we doing though, folks? Want to check on y'all, see if y'all good.
I got until 9 y'all's time. Well, is it 9? 12 y'all's time. So I got about 43 more minutes.
Okay. As he makes his way out, the rest of the crew also make their way out, and everybody grabs onto the rain, and they begin to lay down and they rest. Overnight, you all rest and you wake up to the ship casting off, or is already casted off, but leaving the island of Bentara, sailing away with the vortex. Once again, the largest landmark in view out above what you now know to be the Empire of the Dawn. And as you wake up for the day, you can make your way onto the ship.
Hey, No Beard. Did you enjoy your time in the tavern?
Jonathan? Oh yeah, it was a very nice time. Yeah, I did enjoy it, actually.
I met a man named Thaddeus who spoke to me about the Creole Festival. He said that he and his company, who are now the Exiled Vanguard, actually won the last Creole Festival. And he says that Creole Festival is a charade, a fraud, and that they played with his mind and the minds of his crews afterwards to try to get them to do their bidding. And by they, I mean those that worship and serve Damon, to get the heroes, the champions of the Creole Festival, to fight the demons and the other dark entities in Damon's name, and that Damon himself would not fight on their side, but would just sit on his throne and watch. He warns us against going to the Creole Festival.
So how do you feel about that? Are you going to heed this warning?
Well, we told the party that we would meet at the Creole Festival, and I still intend to do just that. I've never cared too much about actually participating in the Creole Festival, so participation is secondary. I care more about getting to Leandar and helping the people there if we can.
I understand. Wait, you want to help the people of Leandar?
Well, that's what we'll end up doing if there are Zahir cultists trying to cause an uprising there and uprise the houses, or uproot the houses from their traditions, take out the people there, trying to create their own.
Says the guy who says he's not a hero.
I'm not a hero, no big.
You sound kind of heroic.
Oh, brother, at the very least, it's a bit selfish, but at the thought of Zahir, I did need to go and investigate myself. I just happened to find you. That's a blessing in and of itself.
Did you find me? Did I find you?
Oh,
You know,
brother.
that doesn't matter.
All right.
on each other.
What? Well, yes. Here, let's go and lay down and get some rest.
Get some rest.
It's morning.
Yes. Oh, well.
You know what time it is?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I was disoriented. I met a panhandler, an older woman, that was asking me for gold, and at some point she disappeared, like right in front of my eyes. What did she say? She said, when the star blinks twice, he will rise again. I don't know what
She said
means.
that?
Yes.
Lunarion, do you know what that means?
No, Beard, I have no idea. She disappeared in front of my face.
Neither do I. I was just playing. Yeah, let's, what you want to do?
I don't know.
You
Ghosts
don't
and
care
shit
about
roll
this old
on.
woman.
I don't really
Okay,
care about
cool.
being here anymore. I'm quite afraid of ghosts, to be honest with you. I'm ready to leave.
Well, you gotta let, Velmos know. Hopefully he's not suffering from a hangover or anything like that, and he'll be okay to run the ship.
I'll let Velnos do his thing. We don't really have to go anywhere. Let's see, I've been to the shop. We've been to a tavern. We've enjoyed ourselves. I suppose we can walk around Olan a bit.
Oh, sorry. You
Why
guys
not?
have already set sail. So overnight, the ship is already taken off. You have left Bentar. You are on your way to Leandar right now as you are sailing.
Oh, cool.
My apologies.
Excellent. So, now that we've had that conversation, and we both recognize that we are getting our times wrong, perhaps we could walk around the ship a bit.
Sure.
Sure. To Leandar we go. I need to speak with Velnos. Here, you go and do whatever you need. I'll go up top and speak with Velnos in his room, or wherever he is, as I head upstairs to
Later.
go and find Velnos.
All right, Gog, anything you want to do right now?
No, not really. He'll just continue reading the pages.
Okay, so you are going to start reading the rest of the book. As Lunar, you make your way to the upper deck, I'm assuming, or do you go to his room?
I go to the upper deck, try to find where he is.
As you go to the upper deck, you notice that all the crew are hard at work, and the captain is not at the helm. Cthulhu is sailing the ship right now.
Gotcha. So I'll turn around and go to his room.
As you go to his room, it appears that the lock has been fixed, and his door is closed.
All right, I will knock on the door. Actually, no. I want to creep up to it and see if I can hear anything on the inside.
Roll me a perception check. It's going to be a high DC.
$23.
Okay, with that 23, you hear
All right, I want to peek. Is it the kind of door that I could, is like there a glass or something I could peek through?
there's a keyhole that you can peek through on the other side.
All right, I want to peek through the keyhole.
As you look inside with that 23, you do not see anything in the room.
All right, I want to knock on the door. Velnos, it's Lunarion. Let me in. As I'm banging on the door.
The breathing stops. You don't hear any response.
All right, I want to cast Detect Magic to see if I could detect any magic in the room.
As you cast Detect Magic, you detect a strong magical signature near the bed.
Velnos, are you speaking to it again? There's no one around. It's just me.
Leave, please.
And if I don't leave, will you be in danger?
I'm trying to fight it. Please.
Do you need any help with fighting it?
Leave!
Leave!
Fine, Venos. I'll leave. As Lunarion turns around and walks forward, but he's just gonna stay there, lingering.
Okay. How long do you stay there?
I'm gonna stay there for about 20 minutes.
Velnos never comes out of the room. At the end of that 20 minutes, one of the crew members walks down, Necro, who's the quartermaster, and he's just kind of taking stock of everything, and he starts to walk down the hallway towards where you're standing. Says, everything all right with the captain?
I don't know. I think the captain is a bit sick, so I'm just staying here waiting for the captain to come out. But no need to have any visitors at this time. We've already spoken. The captain was resting. I'm going to go back and check on him in a couple minutes to make sure he's either still resting or he's feeling a bit better. I'll give you a report.
Fine thing. Tell him we got a full count. We've restocked all the food, all the wares, and we even brought in some beer from that tavern. So,
Understood.
have a good meal tonight.
I'm excited.
Necro walks back to the main deck. How much longer do you wait?
I'm going to turn around and go back to the door.
Okay.
Velnos, they've stocked everything. They've brought some more beer on. Looks like we're going to be having a great dinner tonight. Do you hear me in there? Are you still alive, Velnos? Fuck, this time I'm coming in as he uses diabolism on the door handle, and he breaks it off again. We'll get this one fixed again as he goes through the door. And what does he see?
You see the empty room.
Velnos. Velnos?
The door closes behind you.
He turns around. Does he see Velnos there?
Nope.
All right, he goes towards the door to try to get out.
Open the door, and it's open.
Yeah. And he turns around again. Does he see Velnos there?
Nope.
All right, I need to round everyone up on the ship. Everyone to the top deck. And he rounds as he tries to call for every single person on the ship to come up top.
All right. As most of the crew is already on deck, as you go onto the main deck and start to call out, you gather their attention. As you see Cthulhu has a very worried look on his face. Gog, do you come upstairs when you hear Lunarion?
He does.
Everybody's there, Captain.
Has anyone seen Velnos?
Oh.
No, sir. No, sir. No.
Is
Not at all.
his name Cthulhu? Is his name Cthulhu, you said?
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu.
As the halfling that is like standing on a box up on the captain's wheel. He's already like making eye contact with you, and like when you say his name, he has like a pale look on his face.
Is Velnos taking care of that thing?
Sir?
Velnos has important business to take care of, it appears, daily. Is he taking care of that?
That, the captain was pretty hungover, so after the revelry last night.
I was speaking with the captain 20 minutes ago. Have you seen or heard of him since then?
No, sir. I've been steering the ship.
All right. We need to scatter around. We need to move in twos and pairs to try to find Vilnos. Please, quickly.
All right. You guys, if you're looking to search for Vilnos, you both can give me perception checks with advantage as the crew is assisting you kind of scouring the ship.
Yeah,
high
Gog,
and
you're with
low.
me. Yeah, Gog is with me.
All righty.
All right. We're going
As
to
you
roll
guys-
perception check.
This is a perception check. Where do you guys decide to look, though? Sorry. There are 4 decks on the ship.
All right, you got our perception checks. We're going to go to the very bottom and start working our way up.
Okay. As you guys go to the bottom of the vessel, you find yourself in the cargo hold, the bottom hold. This is where Necro spends a lot of his time, kind of mending holes, scooping up water, keeping the storage clean here. Down here, there are a lot of boxes, netting, barrels strung up on walls. It's a lot narrower than the rest of the ship because you are near the very bottom, so it starts to kind of bowl down in this area of the ship. As you start to kind of navigate down here, you don't see anything, obviously, but you would also take note that you haven't actually seen Vilnos today. You've heard him speak, but you have not been able to see him.
I rolled a nat 20.
Gog, with your tremor sense, you do not detect him here. In fact, you kind of scan the entire ship, and he is nowhere to be found.
Lunarion, he's not on the ship at all. I can feel everyone's I can feel the size of everyone, and he's not. I don't feel anything for him. He's not here.
Let's get to the top of the ship quickly as we get together, and we have to run as quickly to the top of the ship as possible to try to find Cthulhu, as I'm screaming, Cthulhu on every deck, every floor of the deck. Every deck, I'm sorry, as we head up.
As you scream, Cthulhu, Cthulhu, because, yes, Captain, yes, we are searching. We cannot find him anywhere.
It's not about we. Did Vilnos get on the ship at all as we left Olan?
Yes, I'm sure. He went to his suite last night. In fact, he told me that today I would be manning the boat. That he had some business to attend to.
How far are we from Olan?
Sir, it's about a half day's back.
Vilnos is not on the ship. At all, anywhere.
No, sir, he is here for sure.
No, he's not. No beard has tremor sense. He can detect each and every person on this ship. He does not feel Vilnos here at all. Vilnos is gone.
Shit. Oh, well, perhaps he's gone for a swim. Has anyone checked over the deck?
Cthulhu, we can check over the deck, but we need to tell everyone Vilnos is packed.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, Captain.
Cthulhu, Vilnos will kill to serve his devil. You know this.
He has never hurt any one of us.
The only reason he didn't hurt one of you yesterday was because of me. He was prepared to. We need to tell everyone now because their lives are in danger.
I don't believe you. No, he would not hurt one of us. He's our captain. He's our friend. You don't know what we've been through together. I know what he struggles with. That happened once before, and it would never happen to him again.
So he has killed someone.
No, not one of us. Not on this ship.
Then who has he? It doesn't matter. Listen. Your lives were in danger yesterday. I stopped that. How else do you think I know about this to begin with? I stopped Vilnos in the act. We need to find Vilnos.
No.
Now.
No.
Yes.
No, I
yet.
don't believe you. No, he would not
Look,
do that.
Listen, I don't mind if Velnos kills you.
You
I
don't know him like I know him. I was there when he got here.
Get out
I
of my
found
fucking
him.
way. As he just pushes past him and he goes, everyone get to the top deck now.
No! Captain Lunarion, you cannot.
Cthulhu, you don't have to trust me. But if you truly love Velnos and you want what's best for him, we need everyone to know what's going on. Else he will hurt someone here, and there will be no explaining that.
No, no, no. We can find him. He cannot have gone far. Perhaps he's gone for a swim to get his mind off of the voices. But he would never hurt one of us.
Then
He
fine.
never has.
Let's go and look over the ship before I tell them. Get everyone to the top. Now.
You don't know him like I know him. You may
don't
be
know
the
what I'm
captain
capable
here,
of.
but Velnos is my brother.
Velnos could be your fucking father. I will kill you if you don't get everyone to the top ship. I have no patience. None. When the lives of my responsibility are at risk. All of you are my responsibility now. Get everyone to the top of the ship.
As give me an intimidation check here.
Uh, 22.
Okay. As he looks at you, and he's really about a third of your size. You were standing over him, talking to him as a small halfling. But you do sense a bravery within him, despite his stature, as he does look you in the eye before kind of looking you up and down. Yes, Captain. And he goes to the deck of the ship. And he calls everyone on top. Brunhilde! Necro! As he starts to gather them all on deck.
We need to look overboard to see if Velnos is out for a swim. That is all. Velnos is nowhere else on this ship. We've checked everywhere. Ain't no be a Gog here. With his tremor sense can sense every man, every individual on this ship, period. Velnos is not here. So let's look overboard to see if Velnos is going for a swim.
Nimrod.
Those with the best eyes, go to the top of the ship as high as you can. Climb up that pole there and see if you can see further down and around.
As the crew looks at you, and Nimra, the other female Triton, she like steps forward and she says, so you gathered us all here because Captain took a swim? He's a Triton. What do you think, he's drowning? As she flexes her gills. We have gills.
As he looks at Cthulhu, no, Cthulhu there is nervous and has high anxiety, trying to find if Velnos is here or if we left him back in Olan. That is why we need to see if he was overboard, going for a swim. Thank you.
Yes, Nimra, Lunarion is correct. We cannot find the captain, and he did not say he was going for a swim. So, let us look. And everybody kind of like shrugs their shoulders and slowly walks over to the starboard and leeward side of the boat, looking over the edge. Not here. Yeah, not here either. No.
Do we roll perception to see if we can see anything?
Go ahead, roll perception check.
All right, a 20, not a natural 20, but just 20.
Okay. With that 20, as you have been here on the deck of the ship, searching, you look over the side and you do not see anybody out there. The ocean and the waves crashing, the white water on top of the blue wave crashing into the side of the boat. And then slowly you see boop, 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 boop. Raindrops start to mix in with the crashing waves.
I don't see him over here either. Could everyone please collect ourselves on the top deck again, in the center here? There's something important we must discuss. I'm assuming everybody gathers there in the center?
Yeah, as you guys are starting to gather, the rain starts to fall down a little bit harder.
Cthulhu wishes to discuss the real reason we're searching for Velnos. Cthulhu, please. Do explain.
Yes. Yes, as Lunarion has stated, when we set sail from Olan, I believe the captain was on the vessel at night, but perhaps he got off in the middle of the night and went off. So, we may be turning around and we will go back to see if we can find him within the city, the town.
Cthulhu,
Yes?
either you explain or I explain. And if you want me to explain, I will not hold anything back. These are your shipmates. You've grown with them, collected them. They deserve the truth from your mouth.
Okay. Okay. As Cthulhu grabs his box and he places one foot on the next foot as he gives himself a little bit of height to address all the crew. We all know Captain Velnos. He's our loyal and protective captain. The one that has recruited all of you well before we earned the Sapphire Reign. As he points to Necro and Talon. But I was there when you first arrived in this plane. Or what was left of him. His body beaten and eaten. Tossed from the sea onto the beaches.
And before my eyes, out of the ocean, the weapon that we all aware of, the one he talks to, came flying out of the sea. With his last, or at least I believed his last, he grasped it, and his body began to majestically heal. This was no regular healing. I say this to tell you that this power that he wields, there is a cost. When our captain first graduated from the schools back in, what does he call it? Moldova, his hometown. Something terrible happened to him. And it all started with that weapon. And now he is cursed. And he loves you so, and he hides it well. But I fear that he may have finally succumbed. I want you to know he would never hurt any one of you. And he never has. No matter what some may say or believe. What we need to do is find him and help him. And he did not tell you this information because he feared that you would turn against him. But all of our adventures, and every day, he has worked to overcome his curse, to beat that weapon and the oath that binds him. And that's the truth. So I don't know where he is. But I don't think we have anything to fear. Is that enough?
But would other innocents have something to fear? That's the question. Velnos told me in the tavern yesterday, drunk out of his mind, that he took care of it. I'm sure you can imagine what that means, Cthulhu. Your captain goes around killing the innocent that hath done nothing to him.
As the sea begins to kick up and the boat, as you're talking, starts to
Defeat his
rock.
trident. I too wish to save Velnos, as I discussed with Velnos a few nights ago. I will do all that I can to help find Velnos.
Sir! Sir!
Yes,
This is great and all, but if we don't get to our stations, the ship is going to sink in this storm.
fine. Get to your stations.
As the members of the Sapphire Reign begin to rush and go around, manning their stations, as you're talking, the sea begins to kick up and thrust, and the boat slowly crests over large waves before crashing down into deeper pits. As everybody is scrambling, No Beard and Lunarion, what would you do?
Lunarion is going to just watch as everything unfolds. He's not going to leave the top deck because he doesn't want to leave these people alone. There's no captain here, so he's just going to have to be the captain. And if the ship goes down with his captain. Gog?
I'm gonna go and give someone help. Get someone to help action.
Okay. As you see people throwing ropes over the sides of boxes, trying to strap items down, as you see cargo is sliding across the deck from side to side. With each wave, another round of cargo sliding across the deck. As you watch, an individual actually gets tripped up as one catches them on the ankle before they slowly kind of gather themselves up, and they rush up to the mast and start pushing the mast to loose the sails. As you glance around and see all the individuals that are trying to keep the boat afloat, who do you decide to help?
Let me go help. Start with a C. What's the short person name again?
Cthulhu?
Cthulhu, yeah.
Okay, so Cthulhu is at the helm of the ship, steering the boat, trying to direct where you guys are headed. So as you walk up, you get to the top of the boat where Cthulhu is, and he's standing on this box. And like every time the ship moves, the box sort of shifts a little bit, and his weight has to shift. He like gets on one leg to maintain his balance as the wheel is turning. He goes, "Oh, the storm is heavy. This is crazy." Oh, as you look out and you see the vortex out into the distance, the clouds swirling with energy as the boat slowly turns back out towards the west. I'm sorry, the east, before it turns near the vortex, and Cthulhu shifts the wheel more to turn it away, and then it slowly shifts back towards the direction of the vortex. As you give him the help action, he's going to attempt to steer and rolls perfectly fine enough as he rolls the wheel back to the right, and you guys crest over another giant wave before crashing down. And as you do, you come out. Cthulhu is grasping onto the wheel as he looks out, and Gog, you notice as you are standing there with him, his eyes get wide. Can I get perception checks from Lunarion since you're watching, and you as well, Gog?
Right.
I'm bad.
With advantage or not?
This will be flat since y'all are both rolling.
Okay. Fuck.
Yeah, we both did bad. 6 and 7.
Okay. As Cthulhu's eyes light up, Gog, you watch as he sort of tucks underneath his shoulder, kind of bracing for some sort of impact. As Lunarion and Gog, you both feel a giant on the deck of the ship. And as you look down, you see Velnos laid out on the deck.
Velnos! As he runs to Velnos as quickly as he can. As he shoves on Velnos. Are you okay? Velnos!
I will not yield to you!
As he yells out, the ship starts to lift up into the air as you all are immediately thrown off balance as the weight and the center of gravity shifts, as the ship is tilted, as everyone begins to slide slowly towards the starboard side. The sides of the ship around you giant tentacle-like structures made of water start to erupt all around the ship and before you. A voice calls out, "Fulfill your oath! Fulfill!" And that is where we will end the session.